So I have seen this done before, and it was actually an idea I got from Streamline Trains, I think it was. And it's been done by loads of people, but I thought I'd just show you my train collection. So I'm a bit out of breath, I just had to run up the stairs. So, we'll start from this end. Now it doesn't start from oldest, like the first I got, to the newest, it just goes in a bit of a random order. So, here you have Hornby's Terrier Tank Piccadilly, which is probably the more popular one that people get. I see this one more than others. This one is the first train I ever got, which is now being customly painted and slightly weathered. So this was all completely moulded in brown plastic, and then I painted the smoke box and running plate, and I believe the steps too, but not the wheels. So this, I believe they call it a industrial tank class D. Oh no, I also painted the handrail. Anyway, industrial tank class D, I believe, in LMS, what looks to be brown livery. Then the newest out of all of my collection, my Fowler 3F tank engine with Lake Crest. Then the one that I've done a video on recently, the pannier tank, customly weathered by me, in Lake Crest, BR Black. Next is a Hornby, I don't know whether I said, but these two are Bachmann. Next is my Hornby 414XX in BR green livery with a Lake Crest. Uh, 45XX by Bachmann. No, not XX, sorry, 4575 in BR green Lake Crest. A British Rail standard 4MT by Bachmann in BR black in the Lake Crest. Now we get away from the tank engines and go to the large express engines, well, tended engines. We have a Triang A4 in LNER Garter Blue called Seagull, which this one is tender driven. An old Hornby, I'm guessing railroad range, tender driven Flying Scotsman, Grizzly A3. My pride and joy, my favourite class of a locomotive and my favourite model. Sorry everyone, this is my favourite, I'm afraid. Sorry, you're all great. This is my favourite. This is Bachmann's Peppercorn A1. This is Silurian, which has been customly done by TMC. It has etched nameplates and etched number plate. A Bachmann Collectors Club from this year is the C-Class in World War I grey livery with the NEM couplings taken out, and I am using these realistic couplings as my means of having this carry stuff. I might actually put discs on it, or at least blue tack discs on it, I don't know. A customly painted Jubilee, LMS Jubilee in BR green early crest. This was customly painted by Simon, who does the British Railway stories, and even to this day, when this goes around my layout, it still puts a smile on my face. Here we have another customly weathered one by me. This is a Bachmann standard 4MT. This is also a Bachmann. This is one of the later ones though, this isn't like one of the new ones. Oh, this one's also been renumbered and renamed. I don't know if I mentioned that. So a Bachmann 4MT. A Hornby Railroad. Hornby Railways, so this was just after Triang kind of bought Hornby. Hornby Railways Evening Star, tender driven. I believe these might be etched, but they are coming away on the other side. I might need to re-glue it. We are now getting into my diesels, of which there isn't a very large collection of them. My Helgen, class 47, North Star. So this one tends to stay in the shed a little bit. I do try and use it as much as I can, but I always normally run my vast amount of steam trains. So this is a Helgen one, and although people have argued that the Bachmann one is better, just because apparently the roof's a little different, I prefer this one because of the motor in it. A customly weathered Bachmann Class 08 D3032. This is one of the earlier ones because it has the steam whistle on and not a horn that you normally see on modern Class 08s of today. So EWS kind of Class 08s, Freightliner. I'm trying to think if there's any others. My Bachmann Class 20, which in terms of like mainline diesels, Class 20s, 47s, 37s and 42s are all pretty much my favourites. Those would definitely be the ones that I'd choose, and shunting wise, diesel shunters, Class 08s, any form of like Sentinel diesel I like, and the Class 03 or 04, I don't mind which. A broken, well I think the motor's broken, Triang Hymic Class 35, which has been customly weathered by me. A juttery, and probably needing a service, Class 43 or Inner City 125 or blah 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 blah. So many names. Yeah, so that's that, I think. Yeah, this is the motor, and then that's the dummy. Dummy has lights in. The power car doesn't have any lights. So anyway, this is my normal train collection. I don't really know how else to put it, because you'll see when I bring the other one. So anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 kind of regular engines that are very often running on my layout. So if any of you out there want to do a layout to layout kind of video, these are all the engines I have. This one doesn't run, and this one I never use, but other than that, all of these are available to run with. If you ever look on my layouts, like when I'm doing a running video or whatever, if you want to see where most of my engines are during a review, the 14XX is here for the moment. I am going to try and get, maybe later on this year, or maybe next year, or maybe the year after that, or the year after that, or the year after that, or the year after that. The 14XX will be on this line. I am trying to get, like I said, a scrap engine. The Terrier will be behind that, and then if we go along, yes, that's Lotto, and that's the first ever bear I got, if you're wondering. The Pannier is there, the standard tank is there, Evening Star is there, and the LMS industrial tank engine will be behind Evening Star. Now if we go along here, the Ginty I don't know where I'm going to put yet, but at the minute it's going to be running quite a lot. Seagull and Flying Scotsman are normally under there, so those two you probably won't see. And then this is normally where the shed is. I'm going to pull this up, cut out where pretty much most of this is. I think even this, no, I'll leave that bit of grass. I'm cutting this out, pulling all the track up, pulling that bit of grass up, and then painting this all concrete colour. But where the points are, I'm going to paint brown, because every picture I've looked at, under the points it's dirt. I don't know why, but around it is concrete, underneath is dirt. I don't know if anyone can explain that, or whether I've got it wrong. But anyway, normally under the shed is Class 20, Class 08, 47, 4MT, Jubilee, C-Class, Silurian, and the 45XX, the 4575. Now time to get on to my other collection. This is my other collection. This is the collection I had when I was younger, when I had like a, it was still the layout that I have now. It's just it was on the floor instead of being up here, and it wasn't on wood or anything, it was on a mat. So anyway, as you can see, it is a Thomas the Tank collection, and I'll start from here. So you have Henry, Bachmann Henry, Bachmann Gordon, Bachmann Thomas, and Hornby Thomas. These two came in a set, and if it wasn't for this set, you probably wouldn't see the layout behind you. It'd probably look different. So Hornby Percy, Bachmann Percy, Bachmann Diesel, Bachmann Emily, Bachmann Salty, and Bachmann Mavis. Now as you can see, some of the engines have couplings. If you want to know what these are cut up keyring, well not keyrings, like a chain for a keyring. My dad found one at work and said, would this be good enough? And me being a very small boy, and still being, well actually I love Thomas probably more now than what I did. I agreed, and he just hooked it onto the front. And well, my collection's still growing. I'm considering getting Toby, Edward and James, Bill and Ben, maybe, Donald and Douglas maybe, and any other. They said that they might be bringing out Donald and Harry and Bert, and I might be getting them because I'm really impressed with their diesel model. This is probably one of my favourites out of this. All of them are my favourite because they're all well, pretty much my childhood, because I apparently when I was younger never stopped watching Thomas the Tank. Anyway, these two are a bit different to other ones because they're weathered. So as you can see, Mavis is weathered with white. It's supposed to show quarry or China clay, because she is a quarry engine, but she also moves China clay, I believe. And Salty I did a video on. He's just got more kind of grime on him, so I don't really know. It's more dirt, whereas this is black because, well, I don't know, I think just black stood up more against the yellow, and it still makes it look a bit dirty, whereas here I've used the black because of vent, or should I say engine exhaust, and then here is his kind of exhaust, so there will be black smoke there. Apparently, I did actually get this wrong in the video. Salty is based on a Class 07. I've probably got that wrong again, but I think it's a Class 07. There is a Class 07 in preservation called D2991. So I don't know. I wouldn't hold me against that, but apparently Salty is based on one in preservation. But anyway, so Mavis is a Class 03. The basis is a Class 03 or a Class 04, I can't remember. I think it's a Class 04 actually. Salty is a Class 07. Emily is a single Sterling. Diesel's a Class 08. Percy is based off of... it's a Great Western engine. I can't remember the name of it at the minute. Oh well. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. Thomas is an E2, Gordon is a A3, and Henry was originally an A3. I remember because he did actually have those that curved boiler, and then he went off to crew, and then he became a Black 5. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this collection video, and if any Thomas fans out there want to do a layout to layout video with me, this is my Thomas the Tank collection. Yep, and goodbye.